All right, welcome back. And this is the part two where I'm going to go over some of the things that I hate about this car because I've been driving it for a week. But first, I wanted to show you guys I got this cool key cover for my car, which I really like. It's like a cool logo. That's kind of cool feature I wanted to share. So, tiny little things that make me happy. Just one of them. And then some things I really hate about this car is the freaking brake dust. I've been driving it for like a whole week now, and the amount of brake dust this car is producing is out of this world. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go with the new brake pads that produce less dust or something like that, because this is insane right now. It's not just the front wheels, even the rear wheels is insane. Like that's crazy amount of brake dust. That's like the number one thing that I hate about this. And then other than that, it's not too bad. I also hate that how dirty my exhaust tips get. So I have to clean those a lot. And you guys can see I cleaned it recently and it's already like dirty again. So that's another thing that I'm not super happy about. But other than that, this car it's been pretty good. And then the other thing, when I start the car, and it does the SRT sometimes it doesn't, which is weird. I don't know why it does that. And then I'll show you in a second that so when I start the car, it says charger, and see, it didn't say SRT then, but when you go into drive modes, you can change all track, sport, custom, and auto, which is what I usually drive it in, and track is one of my second favorite. But it doesn't have an option to just change the exhaust mode. Like, you either have to go track, which changes the transmission and steering, but I wish it had the option where you can just control the exhaust valve. Like, it just doesn't have that option where you can control the exhaust valve, which I'm not super happy about, but it is what it is. And the second thing is this camera. It's super clear right now because it's daylight, but when it's like dark outside, it just exposure level just skyrockets, and the camera quality is just not the best. But other than that, everything else is pretty cool. And I like the customization here, but I wish it did the timer on here too. So it has the engine power, it has that, it has a coolant temp, it has all those stuff, but I wish I did the little bit better graphics than like regular ones, or if I could like customize it somehow into different colors or something like that would be pretty cool. But that's just, I guess that's Dodge for you. And then everything else is pretty clean. I wish the dashboard was leather, but I think you have to go higher trim, and that's an SRT trim, so I'm not complaining about that. And I wish I had leather seats too. It has heated seats, but I wish they were leather, but that's also, again, that's on the higher trim. But I wish Scat Pack, if you're paying like above $50,000, I wish it came with leather seats. And other than that, I'm not complaining too much about it. Here, we'll step out of the car. It's supposed to have a Scat Pack over there on the logo, but it's just overexposed. That just turns out into something funny looking thing. So I'll show you guys that at the night. But other than that, it's clean. But I just hate how much brake dust is sprayed on the car. You guys can see how much brake dust there is. And other than that, it's clean. It's not the best on the gas mileage, but like, you guys can see how much brake dust it's been like spraying on the car. So that's one thing that I'm not happy about. And other than that, everything is clean, and I'm about to wash it again, and I'll show you the difference that it makes after you wash it with so much brake dust on it, and then how it turns out. And everything else I am pretty happy about. I'm gonna redo the tint because there are a couple of scratches that I'm not happy about, but I've been driving it around, no complaints so far. Just, I wish that the exhaust, I could change the exhaust. That's my biggest thing, that you put it in track, it changes everything. I wish it only did the track, and I'm like not happy about that. I'm like, I just want the exhaust. And I like that it has graphics and stuff like that, which you can do, which is funny because you're able to change so much, but not the exhaust. Like, that's just, and it has a launch mode, which is to launch the vehicle, you must be in drive, and it teaches you everything. So it has all those fun things, but it doesn't have exhaust with to change the exhaust valvetronics. It has valvetronics, but it's only through ECU. So that's my biggest thing with this car, and the brake dust. But other than that, I am about to wash this car. My dad just pulled up in the Beamer, so we're gonna pull those cars out so I can park it right there and wash it, and I'll show you guys the difference in a second, how much different it is when the car is clean and how quick it gets dirty from the brake dust.